Hello, welcome to the first tutorial of First Steps with TheEye. In all tutorials, we'll see how to work with TheEye to automate your most repetitive task. Today, in our first tutorial, we'll see how to import a task from a recipe and create a workflow. A recipe is a template to generate a task, which can be downloaded from any repository. We will deliver this recipe of task, which will be used as an example today. To import a task from a recipe, we first create it by clicking on the creation button that will display a menu to create a task. These are the different types of tasks. And we have here an import button that will enable us to import a task from a JSON file. But we click on our recipe, which in this case is the Hello World example, and it completes everything directly, including the name, the agent or bot automatically, the available agent, and the script, which is pretty easy. It shows a rate that says hello and our argument as well. This will enable us to define how to execute the task with bash and also the arguments. In this case, one input which label says your name. Now click on confirm. We see a new tab available since we already have a task. In order to execute the task, we click on the execution button and we get asked about our arguments. In this case, your name. Let's write any name, like John. We confirm the execution and now we'll see a pending task that will eventually disappear once the execution is over. We click on the task and we'll see the execution history. And we'll also see the output is Hello John. If we execute the same task again with another name, for example, George, then we'll see the ongoing task that will show us the new name. We'll create our first workflow with this task. A workflow is a way to trigger tasks to execute and automate more complex tasks. We'll go to a workflow and create a new one, adding an existing task. And if we want to create a new task, we click on here. But we select our example task, Hi World, and we copied it. We generate a new task and edit it, explaining it's just a copy, and be connected to our task. We'll leave this by default, since it means we'll execute the following task if it's executed properly. And we can name it as a tutorial workflow and save it. This is the tutorial workflow. If we execute the workflow, it will ask for the name of it. We can complete it with Charles. As the previous example, this execution will take more time than the last one because now we have two tasks. We click on here and the execution is finished. If we click on the execution history log, we'll have the two tasks. The first one will answer, Hello Charles. What happens now? Since we connected to another task, the input will appear as Hello Charles, then the output will be Hello Charles. The principle of concatenating tasks by passing variables using output, input is key when automating more important and complex tasks. This has been the first tutorial. In the following tutorial, we will learn how to expand our workflow to get the approval of a task.